Hello, you listen to Six Views. I got you very well indeed. My name's Russell Howard. This is my close friend John.
All right.
Now,
Upgrade.
Yeah, we've been invited out for a bit of food in the Swindon area, haven't we?
Oh, by an idiot.
It's really funny. We had this really lovely email, but it's pretty harsh as well. Somebody says, "Hey Russell," what did they say?
I'm not sure I didn't bin it. Here we go. Hello, Russ.
Yep.
Then just nothing. Not even
a hello, John, and two kisses.
hello, Russell, ... Have I forgotten something?
Yeah.
No. Hello, Russ.
But it's Russell and John, isn't it?
Really enjoying your show.
Thanks very much. Available on podcast from today, I believe, John.
Yeah. Are you really living in Swindon?
No.
If so, we live in Old Town. If you want to come round for some tea one night, let us know.
So I say
And me
out
and the
loud,
missus.
wait. So I say out loud, that'll be lovely. We can all pop round.
Me and the missus will cook something up.
Yep.
I'm not sure about your mate, but you can bring him if you like.
How horrible.
Yeah.
But I say we go anyway.
No.
We're not going.
No, although he's been stupid enough to leave his address on the email, so I'll be sending him a package.
Have you ever done that?
Dear Dave, eat this for tea. Have I ever done what?
Done anything like that? Post anything you shouldn't?
No.
Really?
No.
Ever been tempted?
Every day.
Yeah.
You can either flush it or send it. Which of those you see as a waste is up to you.
My dad did that once, which is quite weird. He told us that he'd done it, well, like when he was younger. So there was a neighbour he hated, so he popped his bits.
Never do it to a neighbour.
I know, it's ridiculous. But but what you're hoping to achieve by doing that? Because surely they're going to know, that's young Dave Howard, they were saying. But yeah, he just popped his bits through the letterbox.
Is your dad implicated in the rampant drugs row taking place in this year's Tour de France?
No, he's not, no.
He's clean, is he? I think he'll probably end up winning it, your dad, because everyone else is smacked up.
I know, it's ridiculous. Although he's got new power shakes. I went round home the other day and there's genuinely all those kind of...
He wants to get some tablets for that.
You know the stuff that Cartman used to have in South Park? It's like that. It's like muscle growing and stuff like that. It's really weird. And my mum's gone the exact opposite. She's very much on a strict Cornish pasty and beans diet. So this is really weird.
Cornish pasty and beans?
Yeah.
What a terrible diet. Why?
Oh, you want to slap my mum again?
Why is she eating Cornish pasty and beans?
Because it's comfort food. She's not feeling very well.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a diet, is it? That's just having Cornish pasty and beans.
Well, I didn't say she was only eating that.
Yes, it was implied.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but, it's just a bit of banter at the top, John, isn't it?
Well, it's lies now off the top, innit? Let's not have another argument.
Christ.
We've had another email in. This came in during the week.
Don't forget, you can text us 64046 or email russell.6music at bbc.co.uk with anything you want to know before we start the show properly. Continue, John, from last week's...
This one doesn't even say Dear Russell.
What does it say?
It doesn't say anything, it just starts. Was just listening to last week's show and listen again and was shocked at the argument you two had.
Right.
Not the context of the argument, but the fact that two grown men who claim to be radio professionals... we don't really, do we?
We've never made that claim.
We drift in of a morning.
I've shouted many things out of a car window. It's never been, I'm a radio professional!
Yeah. Two men who claim to be radio professionals would have such a het-up row on air.
Yeah.
Although it was quite funny how Russell's voice gradually got higher and more irate as the more calm John argued back. Calm down, fellas. Remember, your friends foremost, and that's more important than your opinions on hand dryers could ever.
Well, that's a fair point.
Love to your mothers from Lucy in Kent.
Oh, it's a low moment when you have a lovely man just kind of go, now you two, what were you arguing about? Hand dryers. It's not big enough, is it, to get cross about?
Well, let's see if this winds you up. Dear John, I'm proud to report the appearance of two PHS Ultra Dry 2 hand dryers in the men's toilets on Preston train station between platforms 3 and 4. Love to your mother, Robin Chorley.
There's 2 on Preston at train station.
Yeah.
That seems a bit unfair.
Yeah. Oh, I used the best Portaloo I've ever used this week.
Well, if that isn't enough to entice you back after this next song, it's Girls Who Play Guitars. John used his best Portaloo ever. Where will it be? What did he do in it? Dun dun dun. Find out after this song. Now, John, where was it? If you're joining us now, just before that song, John said, I tell you what, I visited the best Portaloo I've ever been in this week.
Yeah.
The nation held its breath. Now it's time to reveal.
Well, it was in a posh place.
Gosh.
As you'd expect, nothing else.
Well, nothing from you, mate.
It was in Canterbury.
Ah, very nice. I like Canterbury.
I like Canterbury.
It's one of the few areas, and this could go badly, one of the few areas of Kent that's quite nice.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
I know you feel the same, so don't act all...
What, Kent?
Yeah.
I hate it.
There you
Most
go.
of it, yeah. Yeah. Rochester, Maidstone. The wrong places are flooding, that's all I'll say.
There you go, well. You're listening to the Six Music Show. Go on.
For the last time.
Your Portaloo experience.
Outside Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
I needed the loo because I'd driven from Swinney, so I was a bit busting.
Yeah.
I wanted to go in Sainsbury's to get myself some chicken and couscous salad to have for my tea. And I thought, shall I go in? Because it's a Portaloo, and I generally don't like a Portaloo.
Oh,
luckily,
jeez. Why deliberate over what is essentially a slash? I think, oh, look, there's some...
a bad slash is bad, though.
No, it's not. I think to myself, well, there's somewhere I can urinate. I'm going there.
Yeah, and then someone says, excuse me, this is my front door.
I said, well, you shouldn't dress up like a toilet.
Right, and they say, well, this is a new dress, actually.
And I go, my apologies. I've started now.
Right.
Before I know it, I'm weeing all... I've never done anything like that. No, I'd never wee on anybody. Right. Actually, no, I have. I did once. Carry on, John, with your anecdote. So
well, I feel that this is just a sidetrack now. No. The inevitable return to who you weed on.
Oh, you know.
You told me about this. Is someone at school?
Yeah, we really can't discuss.
No, we can't discuss this.
No. But suffice to say, it really annoyed me.
I'll set up a blog this week and tell you all about it, people.
Yeah.
So I went in.
Yep.
Now, Portaloo, pine doors.
Oh, John.
Pine doors.
Yep.
You walk in, wooden toilet seat.
Right.
Already, that's a bonus.
Yep.
You come out, I mean, no hand dryers, obviously, because it's a, portable convenience, but lovely, good, soft paper towels. And a picture of Richard Gere above the sink.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Who in there? So someone in Canterbury's gone, it's a lovely loo. What it does need...
Yeah, exactly.
It needs a picture of the actor from Pretty Woman. That's what it really needs to set it off. I love the idea. Was there a cubicle next to you?
Just 3 cubicles,
oh,
yeah.
How lovely is that? Somebody could have heard you walk in and go, oh, very good. Oh, pine. Well, hello, Mr. Richard Gere. And then off for a bit of chicken and couscous.
Yeah.
One or two. The nation wants to know.
Just a one.
Oh, okay. Right. Everyone, we're all thinking it, weren't we? It's one of those annoying things. If I didn't ask it, people will be sat at home now. There'll be old ladies twiddling their thumbs going, what's there, one or a two?
Listening to Six music
Listeners, yeah, they are. Put on those banging tunes. Now, was he having a wee or a dump? They want to know.
I used to tolerate Steve Wright, but now, to be honest, since the boys came along...
Yeah, well, I was supposed to do an interview with Steve Wright, and I'm doing it on Tuesday.
Couldn't be bothered,
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I woke up in the morning and fell over.
Yeah.
Like that nursery rhyme. Anyways.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
How do you get paper to make so much noise?
It's one of my skills.
Is that on your CV?
Yeah, no, exactly. Paper rustling.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Well, they don't call me Russell for nothing.
No, nice.
We all know that Russell is a Harry Potter fanatic.
We do.
So could you please tell me what a squib is?
I know what a squib is. It's someone who's non-magical, but they're born into a magical family.
Right. Love to your mothers.
For example, that fella that looks a bit like you, actually, the caretaker.
Oh, I'm Filch now.
Yeah.
I'm Filch. I'm Mo from The Simpsons. I'm basically anyone ugly and bitter on the inside, aren't I?
We watched the Simpsons film this week, and there's a bit when Mo answers the phone. There's that bit in the Simpsons film when they steal everything Mo owns, and he's just sat in his pants going, nah, and it was you.
It was me, yeah.
It was pretty much
wearing
you.
Socks suspenders.
Wearing socks suspenders, sat there in an empty bar, just pants going, no. And everyone thought of you.
Oh, Russell.
What?
You've got to tell people this.
What?
Who did we see on the way to the cinema?
Yeah. How
Who
cool
did we see on the way to the cinema?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Just wandering around Bath.
Bold as brass. What was he wearing, John?
He was wearing a bright green jacket with I Heart Being Nicolas Cage embroidered onto the back.
It was a massive green jacket, wasn't it? It was incredible.
Yeah. And he's tall.
He's massive.
Oh, he's a big fella, and he was limping as well.
He was. Well, you're a big fan.
And he stopped over, didn't he? He said, "Are you Russell Howard?"
Yeah, he did.
Is this your mate? Does he still live in Bradford? Does he want to come round for some tea? He has
it was
to eat
lovely.
in his car.
Well, John got quite starstruck. It was fantastic. And I said, go and meet him. Go and say hello. No, I'm eating a biscuit.
I'd just end up quoting The Rock at him.
Yeah.
Womack!
Yeah, that was all he spent. We were like wandering down, and he went, bloody hell. What was that? You've made me try and watch The Rock many times. I can't get all the way through it.
Yeah, I even left my copy of it that I own in your room for 3 months. Oh, no, you just kept it for 3 months.
I did,
Never
yeah.
actually watched it, did you?
But what you did leave in my room was Rocco's Anal Delirium.
More in spirit than anything else.
Yeah.
Don't be downhearted, John.
No, sorry.
Go on. Someone's being nice about the fact that guy's an idiot.
Yep. All right, nice.
Hi, Russell and John.
Hello.
When does the podcast come out? I can't wait.
Well, John, it's today, isn't it?
It is today, yeah. So that's all going on. And someone says, how many Ross bots are there? He's on TV every day, enjoying your success. Keep doing the show. Bestest ever hangover cure.
Bestest ever.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he says best ever and there's no space in between it.
What? That'd be quite an interesting text. Hangover cures. What's everyone got? 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk. What do you do? I don't drink, so I don't really have to deal with it.
Right.
What's your hangover cure?
Not moving, talking to anyone, or thinking about anything.
Right. That's John's technique. Text us in yours.
I get right bad hangovers, I do.
Do you?
Oh, stinkers. I mean, I put the effort in, don't get me wrong, but they stick on me all day. I used to be a McDonald's man as a hangover cure. Get yourself a McDonald's with a milkshake upgrade, but I can't even do that now. If I get a hangover, I can't eat anything. I just... Bleh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. Now, earlier on, that was a weird face you pulled then. We were talking about inappropriate stuff to post through letterboxes. We've had one here from Eric Stefani.
Post at the moment.
Exactly. Very good. Says, this is a lovely email. Says, morning, Russell, John and team.
Oh.
There you go.
Who's Tim?
Nice. He says, I previously worked as a postman in Cambridge and recalls someone once posted a banana. Just a banana, no envelope. They managed to write the address on the skin and got a stamp to stick to it. When we got it, it was nearly all black, but it was remarkably intact. I don't know how they got a post office employee to accept it, as it had been put in the post box. It would have been crushed by the other mail, for sure, unless maybe they put it in just before the post was collected from the box. He says. Very nice. There was also in Cambridge a stunt by some students where they posted a small animal into a post box. Luckily, the collecting post was noticed and rescued it. I believe the students were caught and prosecuted. Expat Eric, now in Chester. Lovely stuff. What do you reckon they got in there? I reckon a mouse.
I'm sorry, stop listening.
Were you
about
not listening?
halfway in, I was thinking about something else.
Okay.
And I know you were talking and you were smiling, and I wish I was listening.
Well, what are you thinking about?
But I wasn't.
What were you thinking about?
Emails and stuff.
Okay.
I've got a lot on at the moment. I'm quite stressed.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
What were you thinking about, mate?
Oh, what I've got to do. I've got a lot to do. But no, it's fine. Sorry, I feel terrible now. I've ruined this link.
What's happened to you?
I don't know.
You just come in and you were smiling and went, I've got a lot on. I've got a lot on.
Well, we're going to Edinburgh, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
And I've got a big to-do list, short, mid and long term.
Right, probably not the time. That's what
I know, but it just creeps into your head. You're just chatting away about posts and I'm enjoying it, and all of a sudden goes, you didn't put the bins out.
Yeah.
And you go, you can't have them in your house for a month.
No, that's right. But
I've got garden waste because I had to trim my garden this week.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
All this can wait, though, mate.
For when?
After the show.
It can't. I wish it could, but it just comes in my head.
It simply can.
A former enemy came to my aid this week. It was like something from a film.
If you're listening to Six Music, hello. I don't know what's happened to him. He's talking in riddles now.
Well, I was on about the crickets last week, wasn't I, in my garden, the grasshoppers.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get me.
Yeah.
And a few weeks ago, I was on about that cat.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
That cat what's been getting in my bins.
Oh, yeah, that you're not to shoot.
Well, I wake up this morning, that other morning, but probably Wednesday it was. Let's say Wednesday, it don't really matter.
Cat's dead and you're wearing its skin?
Cat's out the front, eating the grasshoppers.
Really?
Yeah, chasing him out of the garden.
Lovely stuff.
Well, I judged that cat.
There was a woodpecker in the distance. Well, are you finished? Is that all? Have we got everything?
I think I am finished.
And is it anything,
long term, I think that's me done.
Anything else you want to get rid of? What you've done there, we're having a lovely chat about emails, and you've essentially go, hey, I've seen grasshoppers eaten by a cat. You've lost it. It's lovely.
It's a stressful time of year. I can't.
It is
This is why I'm not a good friend at the moment.
You're a great friend.
Suddenly we're having dinner, and then, have I done the washing up? I haven't done the washing up. It's not like me to not do the washing up.
What's wrong with you, mate? Just calm down.
I'm having a breakdown.
Listen to the news. That'll make you better. Now, you can text us on 64046 or you can email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk. It's probably easier to text, to be honest. And then you can take part in the news quiz where you'll play against this man here.
Hello.
That's Jon Richardson there. He was reading an email thinking about cats eating crickets or whatever he was thinking about. But we've also had some texts in whilst we're waiting for somebody to text in to play the news quiz.
The news quiz?
That's right, John.
When can they do that?
Now, in a minute. We're talking about hangover cures. Cures, Christ. Hi, Ross and John. Iron Brew, apparently, is the best hangover cure. P.S. They had a great pub debate about 7 degrees separation last week. It can't be true, can it? I don't know, Neil. I just don't know. Prevention is the best cure, DJH in Darlington says. I stopped drinking alcohol around 1 a.m, by which point I'm already drunk enough. John can't really deal with that, can you?
Well, no, I'm good at that. If you're staying out, when I used to stay out while 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I was a young vagabond, then it's easy to stop drinking at 1. But I now get hangovers.
Wetting yourself, as we found out last week.
I never wet myself.
Best-
But it's when you drink in the afternoon and by 8 o'clock you're wrecked.
That's when you wet yourself.
That's when I wet myself, yeah, if I'm lucky.
Yeah. Best hangover cure apparently is Barocca.
Oh, yeah?
No,
Well, you're having one now, aren't you?
Yeah, apparently they're tablets that you dissolve in water. Not if you're called Dame James Dowswell, they're not. You throw in your mouth.
Dame James
Oh, no,
Dowswell.
that was ridiculous, wasn't it? My hangover cure is that this is fantastic. This is from Phil in Maida Vale. I'm going to read it out in this style. My hangover cure is a ruddy good game of squash. Just had a game and feel bloody perfect, and that's after a 10-hour booze session yesterday.
Yeah.
Just played squash for bloody hours.
Too much Merlot.
I've had so much Merlot, it's crazy, and I've just won 15-6.
You like squash, don't you?
I love a bit of squash, yeah. Play with my dad from time to time. But his knees have gone now, so he can't play. Oh, Christ, I can't say that. Valium, go back to sleep for a couple of hours. I've lots of nice vivid dreams. I can't deal with Valium. I've seen where that goes in my brother when he has a fit, and that ain't pretty. Last year, I received 2 limes through the post. Still got them somewhere. That's Colin in Dumfries!
Oh,
There,
no, not again.
Talking of weird stuff being posted, someone here is a chiropodist and they once posted a sheet of toenail clippings under sellotape to a dear friend. Well, what weird answers. Now, anyone to take part in the news quiz?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We hope.
We hope. Who is it?
Let's not say now, because they might be weird and then we might not be able to use them.
Oh, okay, Justin Evans. We've had...
Sometimes we get weirdos, don't we?
We get some fantastic weirdos, but I always quite like
You
that.
texted in to play the news quiz?
Yeah! You're lucky I'm not outside kicking tortoises. Yeah.
It's the nose quiz, isn't it, where one years to hang yourself?
No, we'll call you next week. Bye-bye.
He's quite good fun, though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And
my dad.
Yeah, he's lovely. Mr. Richardson, any idea if you were on the Underground on the 11th this month? Because I seen some bloke with an uncanny resemblance to you, and I'll be mighty hacked off if I didn't talk to one of my all-time heroes.
It was
you?
probably a tramp or a rat.
Or that
you
bloke
saw.
out of Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Or Splinter.
That's who we figured out that you look like, isn't it?
Well, on that picture that someone's put on the website of us with our demons, I look like Bean or the tall, skinny
Yeah.
one. God, why can't I look like someone who's nice on the inside?
Hey, come on, you are nice on the inside.
Like a walnut whip.
You want to look like a walnut whip? What the... God, I nearly swore then. What's the... You've
It
said
was the only thing I could think of that was nice on the inside.
What, a walnut whip?
Yeah.
What about,
Society.
Society? No, I was going to think of Cadbury's Cream
Let's
Egg.
get into the news quiz. Patsy's hanging around.
All right, Patsy!
Hello.
Hello, Patsy, how are you?
I am very well now.
Excellent. Now, what are your credentials to take on Mr. Jon Richardson? What qualifications are you packing?
What are my credentials?
Yeah.
I've got a wise.
I'm already winning.
You've got a wise outlook.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, that's going to
I'm
be fun.
really concentrating. I look like a constipated owl.
You look like a constipated
I would
owl.
really concentrate to get the questions right.
What's fantastic, you don't hear that often on The Weakest Link, do they? How are you feeling? I'm feeling a little bit like a constipated owl. How would you know what they feel like? It implies you're a very odd stalker, but lovely stuff.
If you were an owl and you were
It's hard to, the
constipated,
feathers.
you could watch yourself go to the toilet, couldn't you?
That's a fair point,
You
John.
can spin your head round.
Oh,
It's nice that the voice of reason has popped in there, Jon Richardson. There. We're now discussing the pooing antics of owls. Now, it's time for the quiz. It's basically true or false, but there's one question this week which isn't a true or false. It's an either-or, so it's slightly mysterious. Here we go. The first question. A grandmother defeated a crocodile this week while sleepwalking. True or false?
I'm going to say false.
John says false. Patsy?
Although defeated is very vague.
defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I immediately thought you meant that one could sleep for longer than the other, thinking too deeply.
Oh, that's an yeah, I hadn't even looked at it that way. I took it to mean that the story I read, to fill you in more about it, it was like a...
so now you're going to tell her it's a true story?
It was a baby crocodile, and she woke up and she killed it.
So it's true?
It might be true, John.
Oh, you idiot.
Right, true. I'm going for true.
True. It is false.
Yeah.
It's the BBC, Patsy. What can I say? I have to lie. It's in my contract.
Scoundrel.
At least he said he was lying, though.
Yeah, exactly. The voice of Bugs Bunny, the guy who did the voice to Bugs Bunny, he was allergic to carrots. True or false?
True.
Patsy makes some exceptional noises.
Yeah, it's just... I don't lie.
Well,
Go on.
What did you say, Patsy?
Patsy said true.
Oh,
I think it's true.
I want to go for true as well.
Okay, you're both right. It is true.
hey.
Which has more hits on Google, the words drunk monkey or the word sexy badger?
Is this on your computer or computers
This
in
is
general?
on computers in general, John. I've tested it across many.
I'm going for drunk monkey.
Drunk monkey says John.
Yeah, I'd like to think drunk monkey.
It
It would
is.
be a better world if it was.
Correct. It's 2.9 million. Drunk Monkey, only 577,000 sexy badgers. So you're both right. Now,
but they are sexy badgers.
a cat in America can predict death. True or false?
True.
True.
False.
True.
The cancer cat. That's true. I know all about that.
That's right. Yeah. He sees the old ladies, doesn't he? And he wanders over to them and he gives them a cuddle. Within 4 hours.
Within 4 hours, they're dead.
They're dead, Patsy. That's right. Yeah. What's wonderful, Patsy, is John's face is that of absolute, because that's one of the that's one of the few times when one of my truths has actually been somebody's gone.
I just hate this quiz because that's not true. That's not.
It is
The
true.
cancer cat
That's
lives in a hospice, John.
lives-
It's completely true.
Thank you very much, Patsy.
Oh, it lives in a hospice
Yeah,
with
yeah.
terminally
Lives in
ill
a
people
hospice.
who
He's got
die.
the kiss of death.
He's got the
or
kiss
rather
of-
the cuddle
They're
of
in a
death.
hospice. They're going to die anyway. That's what a hospice is for.
Patsy,
That's
tell
like
him.
saying,
Patsy, tell him to shut up.
I predict the deaths of people I plough over in my car. Just before I hit them, I somehow know they're going to die.
The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago says his one
Stop laughing at Trinidad and Tobago.
remaining ambition is to drive a bus.
Oh, God. Is it true, false, or racist?
True or false?
Ooh.
I think you're taking this a little bit too seriously, Patsy.
She is.
True.
You say true, John?
False.
It is true.
You could hear her fist pump then. Did you fist pump then,
fist did
Patsy?
go in the air.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Meatloaf has been caught 3 times this year parking in a disabled bay outside his favourite cafe, Diablos.
Definitely true.
False.
That's so true.
It is false. Unfortunately, it is false. But you can imagine it, can't you? Henry VIII was apparently very fond of watching his dogs play and giving them little voices whilst they played. True or false? For example, here he comes, look. He's playing with that one. They're having a lot of fun. True or false? False.
True.
It is, in fact, false. He hated dogs and shot them on a regular basis. A space panel set up by NASA has found that some NASA astronauts were cleared to fly whilst drunk. True or false?
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Both right. It is true.
Yeah.
The final question is... Oh, yeah. Chinese prisoners recreating the Thriller video has become a smash hit on the internet.
True.
True.
True says John. True says... It is...
True.
Patsy. True. Yes, right. It is true. What's the total score? That's it.
Patsy's got 7, John's got 6.
Patsy wins! Lovely stuff. Well, there you go. Patsy wins. That's 3-2 in the series to the listeners against you, John. How are you feeling?
Got it.
Got it. Well done, Patsy. Fantastic. Now, John's got very upset because he reckons that the news quiz is nothing but lies, doesn't you?
Well, yeah.
But, Adam, can you verify that that says that?
The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago says one remaining ambition he wants to achieve in life is to drive a bus.
There you go.
And what's the site?
Anna Nova. It says Patrick Manning, who has held the post twice, made the confession during his speech to the People's National Movement. He says, I don't know if I ever told you all a secret desire I have, and I'll do it before I die. It's to drive a bus. I haven't made it yet, but one day I want to drive one of them long ones. You know, the articulated ones.
Is he reading this? Is that right?
The nation's Public Transport Service Corporation's Chief Executive Vincent Lynch, however, said it takes at least a month to qualify to drive a bus, Prime Minister or not. Mr Lynch also said that the PM must have a heavy-duty driving licence before even applying to become a bus driver. You must have some feel for a heavy vehicle, he says. There are laws governing the operation of public service vehicles, he insisted. There you go.
Well, I'll give you that one.
There you go. It's all true.
I'm still not happy about some others, but, you know, well done to Patsy.
Yeah. She won. We've had more hangover cures. There's another posh one here. Best hangover cure, bloody good game of croquet.
All right.
Bloody good game of croquet. Win, lose or draw, a good stiff G&T always works.
Gin and tonic, yeah, I'll agree with that.
Oh, this is weird. My grandmother's hangover cure, sent down through the ages, is oh no. She says 2 pints of rat blood whisked briskly with the yolk of 2 quail eggs, then downed in one. Jill
I
in
think
Bradford.
that's a joke.
I think it might be.
We've had the most working class text we've ever had in. Egg and chips every 3 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just keep it coming.
Aye.
Time it. Ross and John, hangover cure, banana, 2 multivitamins, 2 paracetamol and water. Must be consumed at about 4 a.m, then go back to sleep. That or Coke. Nice. Excellent. Chris sandwich apparently is quite good. Flange. Hey guys, does John's voice that little blue cartoon thing in the Voxer lad? It sounds just like him when it drops into the bin. Well, I've
Those
heard
little
that.
alien things. Well, you think I'm like the kids on the Vauxhall adverts, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, very much so, yeah.
Got the nose of fear.
Yeah, that's you. But there you go. Excellent.
What you want to do for a hangover, in all seriousness,
Yes.
is have some food and a drink before you go to bed, and then take an isotonic Lucozade drink to bed with you. And sip it through the night to release the electrolytes that you lose through processing the alcohol. Public service broadcasting.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this one.
Oh, you're feeling it? You're feeling it, Six Music? Are you, have you, was there a news quiz question about the Chinese?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it?
It was that their dancing videos become a massive smash hit on the internet.
Right, Russ, it says they weren't Chinese, they were Filipino. Get it right. See, already,
Well,
errors flooding in now. The quiz, the quiz is the same as the Tour de France. It's null and void.
really?
And you're smacked up as well. Don't think I didn't see you
That's a
this
fair
morning.
point. Well, that's all right. I am off my box. It's fine. Riddled with the stuff. I love all drugs.
Yeah, what's your favourite one?
Oh, drug one.
Oh, yeah?
That cake. Big fan of cake. What a phenomenal. I watched that the other day. It's ridiculously funny, that Bird of Banning bit. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
the Brass Eye specials, the
kitty.
the drug special, it's just ridiculous.
We
Look,
had a text in, how dare you, Kent is the Garden of England. Come to my village and it will change your mind. Hey, there are very nice places in Kent.
That's right.
I don't mean all of it's bad. It's got a reputation as the Garden County, though. Seems to be the only county that gets away with hiding its bad bits. Like Lancashire's beautiful in parts, but everyone goes, oh, Lancashire, Morecambe, Blackpool, all those places.
Morecambe's alright.
Kent just gets to go, what, Rochester? No, I think you'll find you've made that up. Chatham? No, you've made that up. Kent's lovely, gardens and
But what's
pins.
interesting about a lot of that is based on the fact that we've done gigs in Rochester and Chatham that took our souls.
Yeah.
There's a gig you can do on the stand-up circuit in Rochester where you do it on your own. There's nobody else that goes, and it's in this kind of pub, isn't it? And you're just in there, and you're just basically what happens. All the locals are in there drinking, and then they suddenly go. They stop, and then you have to walk into the middle of the room with a mic, going, "Hello, how are you?" And it's just so awful. Oh. I had one of the worst deaths of my life, and I was walking away, and a kid, who was maybe about 16, followed me out, and I thought, oh, God, he's going to stab me. And he went, I thought you was all right, actually. And you kind of walk away. It's that horrible thing again. Well, I wasn't. But never mind, listen to me. I'm in Edinburgh mode. For the whole month, we're going to be in Edinburgh. I hope you... Is anyone
And
else...
we'll be having special guests.
Oh, we are, yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to do the show live from Edinburgh, and we're going to get various...
Live!
That's correct. We probably won't do it in that voice, or we will get
I
lynched.
think we will, for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, the new, John.
Hello?
Don't do it. Oh, did you hear the reverb on that?
McRussell and McJohn?
Right, I can only apologise for this, but I'll tell you what we'll do to move on. Let's do board games. Should we do that?
You just clap at me and look as if I'm going to suddenly... I need warning for these things. Look at my side of the desk. You'll find that everything is in order, parallel, and these are the bits we're doing now. You can't just clap and look at me and expect it. I'm not Wizardora.
Well, let's do the bits we're doing now then. Well, I would do the bits if you got an order.
Well, we were sort of rounding off.
I would refer you to the fact that earlier I was reading an email out, and then from nowhere you went, "Hey, I've got a cat who eats grasshoppers." I'm in the middle of an email, John. It's not professional, is it?
No, I apologised for that.
We're professional
so where's your
DJs.
apology?
What?
Where's your apology?
Suck my plums. Am I allowed
Do you
to
want
say
to say
plums?
something, Adam? No.
What? I'm not allowed
Leant
to say
forward
plums.
Then, as if you were going to intervene. We're having another argument. Why are we arguing so much?
We're arguing about, I don't know, what are we arguing about? About whether or not you read out emails.
Now you're reaching for your tea.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got tense. I don't like this link. Oh, I wish I had a time machine. We should do this again.
Oh, what a ridiculous thing to say.
This
I
link's
wish I had a
rubbish.
time machine so I could go back and do a link again.
Yeah, this one's
What?
bad though, isn't it?
Well,
I
no, but-
pride myself on this show having a narrative drive,
But if
and
we-
it's ruined now.
Yeah, but if we're going to get a time machine, the last thing, we'll use it for better stuff than that, you know.
Like what?
I don't know, shooting a paintball at a dinosaur, something interesting, rather than going back and doing a link. That's a rubbish episode
to
of Quantum
tidy up
Leap.
the mistakes you made.
Rubbish to that.
Let's tidy up these, then we'll have a track, and then we'll do board games.
Oh, okay, let's put this show back
So
on
if
the
you've got any board games,
Yeah.
what should you do with them?
Text them in on 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk.
In the meantime,
Go on.
we'll wrap up hangover cures.
Yeah.
You can buy rehydrate powders from a well-known high street chemist. That's an oxymoron, isn't it? Rehydrate powders. It's a rehydrate, dehydrate.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Banana milkshake sorted from Gavin in Crawley. And someone says, hi lads. I don't think we've ever had a hi lads before to
Hello.
start an email.
What?
Oh no, it says Highlands. Highlands!
Oh,
No, it
does it?
doesn't. Says, hi lads, that guy who plays squash to get rid of a hangover is a dead man walking.
What the?
Exercising with a hangover is route 1 to a heart attack.
Flipping it. You know it's got to be a bit of an odd show when people are texting in insults to each other.
Yeah.
Attack us, don't attack the listeners.
Don't attack us.
And don't attack us either. But the last thing you want to do is send in a text to a man saying, you are going to die. What's that near your feet? The cat of death!
Oh, that's another one I have issue with from the quiz.
What?
The cat of death. You never told me it was in a hospice,
Yeah.
so that's a null and void question.
No, but there is a cat that predicts death.
It doesn't predict death.
It does.
You will die.
And we've had a list of people you can spot around Bath,
Grasshopper.
if you're that way inclined. Good morning to you, Russell, John and the BBC.
Hello. Hello.
In post-Roman Bath, it's floor-to-ceiling celebs. Nicolas Cage, Johnny Depp, Milano Blahnik.
Oh, good guy, yeah.
Who's that? Yeah. Robert Plant, Alison Goldfrapp, Peter Gabriel, Shall I Go On? OK, Jamie Cullum, Anthony Head, Midge Yore, getting bored now. Oh, yeah, and Russell Howard got his first paid stand-up work at the Fez.
Certainly did.
From Adrian.
Supporting Johnny Vegas. What a gig. He was incredible.
So, we're doing board games now.
Let's do them.
Never seemed more appropriate. Dear John and Russell, may I suggest the following 2 board games?
Right.
For the price of none.
Yeah.
Who would win out of is game number 1. Pick 2 unlikely but in some way similar celebrities and debate who would win in a fight between them. 2 of my favourite examples are Kenneth Williams versus Charles Hawtrey. I pick Hawtrey if he's been drinking. And Eric Idle versus Gene Wilder.
Oh, very interesting.
Idle versus Wilder. Wilder looks like he could really flip out.
Well,
he looks like he's got a breaking point, Gene Wilder.
Idle, of course, a very interesting story about him. His dad was a fighter pilot during the war, survived the war, came back, hitchhiking home, got run over by a lorry.
Right.
So there you go. And Eric Idle tells a very humorous story about that. But it's a story for him to tell, rather than me. But it's very interesting. He just kind of goes, how can you not become a comedian when, you know, something as funny as that happens to you? And you find yourself going, that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
But I'd go Eric Idle. He'd smash Wilder up.
Oh, no, they've gone for Wilder. Oh, what do you think about Gene Wilder? You know that bit in Willy Wonka where he falls over when he goes out to the gate to get the kids?
Yes.
He's
great in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine who used to dabble in recreational, the things that Roots Manoeuvre says we shouldn't take.
Right.
She just sit in, take things we shouldn't take, according to Roots Manoeuvre, and watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Right.
How weird is that?
I think that's a film that doesn't need dabbling with, to be honest.
Absolutely, yeah. That bit in the tunnel, seriously, that messes me up. It messes me up, and all I've had is an Nesquik.
There is no earthly way of knowing.
What was your story you were going to say about Gene Wilder?
I realised it was boring, so I'm not going to tell it.
Oh, no, it might be interesting.
No, it's boring, honestly.
Well, sex it up, go on.
Well, Gene Wilder was in this cave with a bear.
Yeah.
And the only way to get out was to serenade the bear.
Right.
So he had sex with it.
Christ, what a brilliant story. Have you got any more of these anecdotes?
Yeah, but for later.
Okay. How about if I make you tell me one now about Wincy Willis?
Well, Wincy Willis
Go on.
was supposed to be going on holiday to the Bahamas once.
Yeah.
But they had to reroute through San Francisco.
No.
He got off. He had so much fun.
He got off. She's a lady.
So much fun in the terminal.
Yeah.
He just decided to stay there for 2 weeks and never actually went to the Bahamas.
Lovely.
Yeah. Game number 2 is called Dog Dirt Alert.
That's a phenomenal title.
This is best played in a car as you can cover more ground. Everyone searches for examples of dog dirt. And has to shout dog dirt alert in order to claim the points. The larger the dirt, the more points are scored. Those rare white turds are worth double points.
Wow.
This can be fun when interrupting someone's conversation. For example, I don't know why I've been feeling so down recently. I guess I've just never gotten over dog dirt alert. 4 points. Thanks for taking the time to read my email. You're very welcome, Alexander. Thanks for taking the time to send it in.
Dog Dirt Alert. That's a game you can play out and about. You can't really play it at Battersea Dog Show, can you?
You can play it in your house as well, I found this week.
Really?
Except I don't believe that's dog dirt, but still, it's a good game to play.
Oh, at my house?
Yeah.
When was that?
What was that on your floor?
Where?
In your living room. That you'd sort of drawn a little frame round it in chalk and put, I done this, and then an arrow to it.
What are you talking about?
Someone's in denial.
You can't do that. You can't accuse me of dumping on my carpet on national radio.
Right.
Well, I haven't done it.
Well, someone else did it then.
There's nothing there.
Who else has been in your flat this week?
Take this back now.
Someone's been on
I don't
your...
want people listening to this thinking I parade around my house dumping willy-nilly.
Oh, but I'm allowed to wet myself.
You have wetted yourself. I've seen you do it. Why would we do this? You rang me up there. Hey, look, guess what I'm doing?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. I miss you.
All right, I miss you too.
Oh, I've done it everywhere.
Done it everywhere. Ringing me up. I'm trying to get on with my business.
Do you know, I've given up ringing you up because you just don't answer, and by the time you pick
I'm
up
listening
the
to
phone,
Roots
I've
Maneuver.
finished.
John, I'm listening to Roots Maneuver.
How is his new album?
Smash it.
Doesn't it preach against shreddies? 'Cause of the additives in it.
What else we got, John?
I'll
Text us in, by the way, 64046, or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with all the little games that you play to while away time, like this.
These ones are quite long, so I just wanted to make sure that I can read them. So I don't want to get 2/3, and then there's a banned word.
Yes.
That was Oy Va Voy, by the way, wasn't it, by Yuri?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that beforehand. What was it?
Other way round.
Oh, right, Yuri by Oy Va Voy. All right, there you go. We'll just edit that out in the podcast. It'll be fine. Right, board game, Meat Rack.
What the...
This is a game we invented after having a kickabout on a football pitch one day. You need about 10 people. Now, I've read through it. Now, to sum it up, basically what you do is you get your mates to line up on the goal line. They shuffle round. You get your and then you shout, rack 'em, and then everyone has to jump up and cling on to the goal line, and you smack the ball at them from the penalty spot.
Yeah, phenomenal.
And try and knock them off. And then there's a game we call Extreme Meat Rack, which is as above, but the people dangling have to close their eyes.
Oh, see, I've played a version of that called Bums, where
bet you have.
what you do is you have to get your bum out, and then somebody kicks the ball. So there's 10 of you on the goal line, someone kicks it, and you don't know where it's going to hit, but one of you just goes, "Ah!" It's a fantastic feeling when it hits none of you, and you're in it together, and then basically, if you miss, then you take... You
become a bummer.
No. You're no longer a bummer, but you're now kicking at the bums.
Right.
So you get your chance to strike the bums rather than being hit by the bum.
Right.
Yeah. Have you never played that?
No.
That's a classic schoolboy game, that.
We used to play football on football pitches, because that's what they're for.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
There's a game called...
Have you never played Willies?
Not on a football pitch. A game called...
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Do you want to do a bit more? Do a little riff about what it would sound like if I played Willies? Maybe have a neighbour round, a hilarious skit, then that cat comes in.
I'll do, Ralph. Would you like to play Willies with me? Oh, you'd rather not, or you don't like your eyes. I'll tell you what is right with society. I was having a flick through the news of the world a minute ago.
Of course you would.
I get to...
Quietly as well.
I get past Ziggy has manhood of a 5-year-old, 24-hour guard on Henri's family, boy wonders lost his powers, Sharon loses plot, it's all quite dull, floody joke, and then, oh hell, he's cheating. Jennifer Ellison's fiancé, Mr. Tony Richardson,
Go on.
is playing away,
Go on.
which means she's now on the market.
Well.
Well, it's going to come home to roost.
This will be a debonair half hour from Jon Richardson. Coming up, we've got a session for that. Just for all the ladies out there, if you're going through a hard time at the moment, text the show.
So how cool is that? So what I say...
Well, it's guaranteed, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
bound to get together.
Well, exactly. The good thing is, now that you're going out to the Edinburgh Festival, you've got a
Aye.
you've got a podcast coming out. There's every chance.
We've got a podcast.
That's right.
now.
There's every chance she'll have a flick around on iTunes, and she'll see a picture of you and go, "Hey, who's this?"
Well, let's hope she doesn't see a picture of me
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point.
or
Especially-
hear my voice.
Yeah, but
If there's someone transcribing the podcast and emailing it to her,
then they're very lonely.
yeah.
Very lonely indeed. But I'll tell you what, we can maybe set up a meeting with her. Let's try and find out. She's got a show coming out.
Looking for Mr. Richardson.
Dirty Dancing TV. Oh, I'll tell you what. No.
God.
Dirty Dancing TV. Let's enter you.
Dirty dancing.
We enter you.
You've done that before, and we agreed that we would never do it again.
You up for that?
No.
Let's enter you into Dirty Dancing.
No, I don't like dancing at the best of time. Not when it's
Wouldn't that be amazing? Just
When
seeing
it's-
you go,
solid.
cha-cha, bloody cha. You enjoy that, you're going to love this. And then you pull out, like, I don't know, a meat feast pizza that you've snuck in.
Instead of doing dirty dancing, let's do clean tidying.
Yeah, but that won't get you through, will it? She'll be sat there judging
She's
you.
probably got a nice house. She's probably looking for like a house husband.
Oh, that's not the way to sell yourself, man.
I don't mind. I'll be at home. I'll just stay at home.
You can't wander on a dancing show and go, "I'll be your house husband, I'll keep it real tidy." What you want to do is get
She's
you...
looking for... women like honesty.
No, they don't.
I've been told. I've
No,
read
no.
about it in Cosmo.
No, women like men who've got trousers that pull apart.
Really?
That's what you need.
Is that why you wear those trousers? Yeah.
No, but how cool would that be, just to see you wander on and go, you're probably wondering what kind of dance I'm going to do, and then you start boogieing around.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That's
there
a done deal.
There is a problem, though, isn't there?
What's that?
I can't dance, and I don't have any trousers that rip, so I'll end up just undoing the popper at the bottom of my tracksuit bottoms.
No, better than that. You start dancing halfway through, you clap, I run on, dressed entirely in tinfoil.
No, you're not allowed to be there.
No, I'm rocking
you're better looking than me, and she'll fancy you.
No, she won't, because I'm dressed as a robot, my face covered. I'm just going to put scissors up the side of your trousers. They're hanging free. Now you're really dancing. Now you're really moving. She's in love. She's seen the future, then you pull out a hoover.
Why is she being sick into a bucket then?
I don't know, John. That's how she shows love. You're hoovering away. She's in love. It's a done deal. Jennifer Ellison is yours, my friend. She is yours. There's an email here from a J. Ellison who says, you're on...
All right, kidders.
You're on... Also, someone here, right? Because if you listen to the show, just joining us, John's going to get it on with Jennifer Ellison. And there has been a text sent in. Hey, Russ and John, loving your sexy voice today, John. Can you just say happy birthday to me? I'll be 29 this Thursday.
Happy 29th.
Sexy.
Happy 29th.
Sexy.
Happy 29th.
No, it's proper sexy. Come on.
I don't do sexy, do I?
You've just been doing it to lure in...
I do apologising.
No, do.
I'm planning in advance.
Hey.
Happy 29th.
That's the way. No. Keep that up. And now introduce the Butt Watch sketch. Real sexy.
It's time to go to the Butt Watch sketch. Last week, the guys fell off the back of a train. Where are they now?
When two friends were torn apart by differing degrees of professional success, they each found solace in replicated robotic versions of the friends they left behind. For differing reasons, these robots became separated from their human owners. Now, united by a search to complete themselves, will our heroes find their way home? As we join Bot Watch.
Right then, up you get, son. You all right?
Yeah, luckily I landed in this lovely soft pile of poop.
Well, aren't you just the jammiest sod in the south? All you need now is for a pigeon to shit on your head, and this could be the luckiest day of your life.
Fingers crossed.
Don't worry, lad. If no pigeons turn up, I'll see if I can sort you out myself.
Thanks, mate.
Now, let's get this wallet open and find out where our new house is. Wave at the plane. Okie dokie. £60. I'll have that. And what's this? A special balloon. Here you go, lad. You busy yourself getting that blown up, whilst I rifle through his documents.
Here, listen.
Shut it. Driving licence. This is what we're looking for. Name, Andre Lugaboy. Whatever. Address, 14 Queen Street.
Wow.
Shut up! 14 Queen Street, Elephant and Castle, SE17. Well, I never did. Don't stress, laddie. We're only a Johnny any road. Now, how would you like to see an elephant?
Would I?
What about an elephant who lives in a castle? I'll take that as a yes then. Sonia, point me towards Elephant and Castle.
Max can do it. Max, you heard the man. Get your map out.
If he gets this wrong, there'll be trouble.
You can't go wrong with a book like this, lady. Impossible to go wrong with a book like this.
Well, this is definitely it. Queen Street, number 14.
Where's the elephant? And the castle?
I don't know, kid. I don't know. I can only assume that this London is a city filled to the brim with lies and deceit.
Does that mean we aren't going on our day trip to Seven Sisters?
I'm afraid so, kid. 7 kinds of trouble up there, even if it does turn out to be true. Never mind. Let's get in the new digs and have a shufty round. Someone must have left the stereo on. Never mind. Let's explore. Kitchen, smash in. We'll want a new gas hob putting in. That'll do, we'll just wait.
This room's empty. Can I have it as my special room, John Bot? Can I?
No, office area. Definitely an office area. For me office work. You know, papers and such.
Can this be my room then?
Spider-Man lampshade, Batman duvet cover, building bricks. I think so, yes.
Yay!
And this will be mine. Oh, this will be mine. Leather bed, the works of Paulo Coelho on the bookcase. Home, sweet home.
Cripes on crackers. Look at the size of the lounge. That's the busiest telly I've ever seen.
Oh, mother of misadventure. The bad area. Amaretto, whiskey, gin. I don't even know what this one is. I just know I want it in me.
John Bot, they got a parrot. Hello, Mr. Squawky Pants. Do you want to come out and play?
Don't let it out. I don't trust birds, especially not ones that can talk.
Yeah, luckiest rustbot in the whole damn world.
Right, you, in your cage. You, bedtime. Me, drinky time. I'm going down, so I better get this party started.
Now, we've had a fantastic board game in. This is really cool. It says, hello, Jon Russell. I've listened to the show for months, but this is my first actual email, which is always quite exciting. My board game is one that my sister and I have played for several years now, since childhood, where we each pretend to be invented characters called Mr. Black and Mr. Briggs. One has a moustache and the other wears a bowler hat. Brackets, I'm Mr. Black, she's Briggs. They're both male, by the way. Mr. Black and Briggs are both employees at the fictional Ministry of Investigation and spend their time investigating mysteries and bizarre events in an FBI-like style. Whenever we are bored, the two of us will drift into being these two characters and hold long, pointless conversations which used to drive my mum insane. The world of Black and Briggs is peopled with other minor characters like the old warthog, Fromage the Frenchman, and evil arch-nemesis Dr. Pantyhose. We're now 20 and 18 and still occasionally resurrect Mr. Black and Briggs for long car journeys to fill the time in our lives. Love to your mothers, Andrew Liverpool.
Good one. Liverpool,
cool.
eh?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come up for dinner one time.
That's a cool little email, that. I enjoyed that. There you go. So you had it's just brilliant, isn't it? Like those fictitious little worlds they've clearly invented. Imagine their mum just going absolutely melted. Stop that!
What are you doing?
Well, I'm scratching my nose. What's wrong with that?
Big old scratch.
There's nothing wrong with that, John.
I've had one in, Russell.
I know you have.
From Tom.
Yep. Are you all right, mate?
No.
What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm fine.
You keep forgetting how to talk.
When we were in London,
yes,
we played the Depressed Londoner game.
Oh, yeah.
This works as follows. When on the tube, you have to try and look as depressed as all the other commuters, although someone always ends up laughing and makes everyone else laugh, and therefore the illusion of depression is lifted.
Oh.
And I quite fancy that, because I do that inherently anyway. It's something about the tube that you think, if I look really moody, then people will think I'm important.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that?
You do. I was doing it at the gym. I was at the gym the other day, and I suddenly realised I was
hilarious.
Sort of frowning around.
John's adventures at the gym, because primarily the reason he joined the gym was so they could get a girlfriend. And then he genuinely said out loud, I tell you what, you can't really get chatting at the gym. Of course you can't. It's impossible. You come off as a weirdo.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
And why'd you frown? Why would you do that? What, do you
I don't know, to make it look like I'm working out harder. You don't want to be bouncing around laughing. Everyone thinks, well, someone's not doing enough exercise.
Do you not listen to music and just...
So I walk around going, oh, God, that last rep.
Oh, you're not one of them, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Jesus.
Flipping, I nearly wore out the protein bar that I ate earlier.
I didn't think I could crunch anymore, and then I crunched one more time. Tom's had another game, which is good. It doesn't have a name, but when bored in lessons, me and my friend sometimes just lift up our T-shirt. The other person has to lift up their T-shirt without the teacher seeing, and this goes on, the times of lifting increasing incrementally until one of you bottles out.
Really? Let's call that Lifty Top game.
All right, then.
Here with the names.
Hi, Russell and John. I just chopped a frog's eye off whilst gardening.
Flippin' heck.
I think he's okay, but I just needed to apologise.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
It wasn't me. That's Stuart in Preston.
Yeah.
But he's excited now because he gets to go and check out the hand dryers at Preston Station.
Oh, really?
Which we alluded to earlier.
Oh, we should probably do the bloody...
Damn. We should probably talk about stuff that listeners enjoy.
Oh, yeah, John had a right go at me. Well,
I was listening back to this show. You put a right Mardy on when you started going on about the hand dryers.
What are you doing?
Apparently it's broken off, hasn't it, the Facebook site? Apparently people are no longer showing allegiance to Mark Lawrenson, but specifically the
Well, now there's a Just a Dyson Airblade fan site.
That's not the point,
with
is
people sort of scouting them out. Like they're looking for illicit lovers.
Really?
Does anyone know of any Airblades in the Leeds area? I know I'm terribly lonely. I just need to get a slice of the action.
Imran for the Music Week used one this week.
He did.
Said there is a danger that you could burn your hands off.
Yeah, we shouldn't be touching it. Shouldn't be touching it. Hey, Ross, it says, and there's about 10 E's.
Yeah. Yeah, that is me.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah. ... Yep.
And John.
Yep.
No need for the ... What are you trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
I used an Airblade the other day in Reading, and as it...
Did you? Flipping really?
As it was drying my hands with lightning speed,
yeah,
I must say, I closed my eyes and imagined it was Mark Lawrenson blowing on my hands.
Ooh.
Is this wrong?
No, it's not. That's every kind of right. Imagine that.
That's your tape.
Just at the end of that'd be absolutely fantastic. Just...
Yeah, you go and do one as well then.
Wow.
Did you have a good wee? This is from Tim in Swansea.
That would be the most terrifying thing in a minute. How far do you reckon we are from celebrity toilets where there's a little
Quite far.
No. Where there's like a voice says, "Did you enjoy your wee?" in the style of Mark Lawrenson.
Right.
I
don't think that's ever going to come
I
in.
bet it would. I can imagine. You know.
I think, to be honest, if they wanted to do that, they could probably do it now.
No, but
I think there's a reason they don't.
Oh, come on. People are vapid enough. There will be people out there who would love to have Kerry Katona go, "Do you enjoy that?" after you've just taken a dump. I'll bet you money that would. If we invent it, we can make serious cash out of this.
Right.
You and me, we go into the celebrity... We'll go on Dragon's Den.
That's why Mum's gone to the toilet.
That's right. We'll go on Dragon's Den. Right, we'll put you into Strictly Come Dancing, and then afterwards, or whatever it is, we'll go on Dragon's Den, and I'll do the talking, and
I'm going to look like quite a tit this week, aren't I?
you do the flipboard thing.
Hello, this is the guy from Dragon's Den. Didn't I see you this week on Strictly Dancing? Yeah, enough of that. Anyway, basically, you go plop plop. She says thank you.
Yeah.
Give me some money.
What kind of voices? Oh, you're probably thinking, can we do Cilla Black? And you could select. You could probably select.
Surprise, surpronk.
Yeah, exactly. But you can select the celebrity you'd like to ease you through it. So if you're having quite
ease you through it.
If you're having a tricky one.
How tense is this for you?
Not tense necessarily, but you know, I imagine if I was just halfway through. And Cilla Black went, "Whoa there, Russell." That would be quite nice.
Yeah. You haven't seen your friend for 13 years. Well, he's here today just to watch.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? You just finish. Oh, wooga! Thanks, Fash. It'd be fantastic.
Right. Well, you know.
Let's do it.
Draw up some plans.
Okay,
no, you
I
do
will.
this on your own, mate.
Blueprints.
I think it's important we have time alone from each other as well.
Hang on. Celebrity toilet.
There we go, and he's underlined it as well, so that is definitely happening.
That is on the way.
And sometimes you forget to do stuff, but if you underline it, then we know it's happening.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up the hand dryer thing for the week, shall we?
Okay.
I'm gutted to have missed last week's show, says Tim in Swansea. I understand you had an argument about hand dryers. Was it about the best hand dryer brand? Now, this is complete renegade behaviour. He says it's got to be between...
It does sound pretty maverick-like.
It's got to be between the World Dryer... Yeah. And PHS, the World Dryer can sod off. It's, you know, it's very textbook. It's, you know, it's not got nothing special. He says, my friends don't understand my realisation of the importance of a good hand dryer. Anyway, when I heard you were off to Edinburgh, I had to email to tell you about the best hand dryer I've ever used. It's in the Almanac on the Royal Mile. I didn't get the name and foolishly didn't take my phone into the toilet, or I would have taken a photo of it. This baby makes ripples on your hand.
Oh, really?
Well, that's got to be the accelerator. I used it last year when the Fringe was on, but alas, I'm not going this year, so go up there and enjoy yourself. And that's from Tim in Swansea.
Or you can watch many shows.
You could watch some shows, yeah, but you won't see much better than the accelerator hand dryer.
Did you enjoy your toilet? I'm Des O'Connor. These Airblade ones keep rolling in. Hi guys, I live in Reading. I was just wondering where the Airblade Tim mentioned is. I popped my Airblade cherry recently at in Bognor, and it says in capitals, remarkable. These people are mental.
You haven't used one though.
Oh no.
I've had texts from people now in the middle of the week going, I don't know what you keep going. I swear to God, it's one of those things. Until you've used one.
Who's been texting you in the middle of the week?
Des O'Connor.
Who
I can't remember who it was. Just a mate of mine. I can't remember. It was someone I didn't expect to be having a pop at me. I was quite hurt at the time.
Yeah.
I was in a defensive moment. But it's one until you've used it, you've no idea what we're talking about. But when you go out and use it, all this will seem justified. You'll think, it's as if they should have done 3 hours on the Airblade. Why have they been wasting time talking about other stuff? There
is a Facebook site that you can join that is part Laura, part Airblade.
Yeah, well, that's the best one. You can find that on the website.
Yeah. And also,
lads.
if you want to, download the podcast, I think it's available from the Six Music website. Is that right, Adam?
Yeah, from tomorrow.
Yeah, from tomorrow. So just go to our page on it and click it, and you can get it like that. Or it's available on iTunes.
We've done a new photo as well, haven't we?
We have done a photo, yeah. I got a bit of a double chin, and you look a bit weird. Go on, what's he, Marcy?
I don't know if I want to say anything anymore.
Oh, come on.
Hey up, lads. This is from David.
Oh, yeah, this is a rival for the egg and chips one from earlier.
Hey up, lads.
Do it in the voice it deserves.
Meadowall, got loads of Airblades. Get yourselves up there. Safe, Dave. I don't know if that's Safe Dave, if he's just in some sort of institution, tied up.
Safe Dave, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his alter ego, Suvira. I'm Safe Dave.
Expat Eric's been on.
Oh, yeah? What's he want?
Have you seen the toilets they've got in Japan, he says?
No.
All sorts of electronics on them. Think bomb dryers. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already got talking ones.
Oh.
I bet they haven't got Cilla Black, though. That's where we really make our money.
Well, that's where we clear up, because, that guy, the Scottish one, will be like, well, we've already got these in Japan. And we'll go, yeah, but have you got Cilla Black? And then we wheel out the real Cilla, startled, terrified, scared. She hasn't seen light of day for years.
Yeah.
We whip her, and she says things on command, like, you can whip her if you like, hey, nice dump, and then whoosh.
Right.
Did you enjoy that toilet? Whoosh. Just leave now. Whoosh. Can't see how it failed to sail. What nicknames did you add?
Ron.
Ron? Why were you called Ron?
Because Jon Richardson, Ron Richardson.
Oh, I see.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, really?
Yeah.
Obsessed with porridge?
Diarrhea Man for a while.
Diarrhea Man?
Yeah. I made the mistake of...
You sound like Safe Dave's alter ego. Was your nickname Diarrhea Man?
I was off ill, right?
Yeah.
And my mum wrote a letter explaining why I'd been ill.
Oh,
and because my mum's handwriting is so neat, when she gave it to the teacher, he walked up and down the line. We were waiting to go into class. He said, everyone look at Mrs. Richardson's handwriting. Look how neat it is. Failing to realise that what was in the letter was her saying that I'd had violent diarrhea. So that meant I was Diarrhea Man for a week, and anyone I touched got diarrhea disease.
Good guys.
But luckily, they moved on afterwards, because Jonathan pooed himself in the playground.
Phew.
And the load was off me for a while.
And Jonathan's mum wrote a letter in Jonathan's mug to the teacher. Went, this is not how we write a letter in, is it?
Dear sir or madam.
Yeah. To it may concern. Jonathan done it again.
Yeah.
My nickname at school, since you asked, John...
what was your nickname at school? We'll edit that out for the podcast.
Minky. That's the only one I had.
Right. From Inspector Clouseau?
No, it was like a hairy bear that our teacher's kid brought in one day.
What did you do to it?
Nothing. Do that.
I'm gonna wear you like a glove.
Not the week, John. Although, no, it was during A-levels. We were doing English.
A-levels?
Yeah.
I should have grown out of it by then.
During English language, and I was trying to grow a sort of a beard, but it was all wispy and kind of white and blonde, and it was horrible. And the teacher's kid brought in... We had to analyse the kid's speech. It was really weird. So this kid was just sat around going, minky, and stuff like that. He was about 3, and we were sat there writing it down, and then you had to analyse. And then... he started going Minky, pointing at me, and then pointing at this little doll, Minky, Minky. And so that became my nickname.
But that was 17. You must have had a nickname before that.
No.
Oh, there is one, but you're just not telling me.
No, I don't think there was, actually.
But if there's a Howard listening in, text in what Russell's nicknames were.
Oh, there was.
He had some.
Blackhand was one.
Well, that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, that was when I was about 8. And
I had an itch, I scratched it.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Deal with it.
But my mum and dad go, here comes Blackhand. And I go, all right, Mum, Christ. But yeah, that was when I was about 8 through to 12.
Now tell everyone what you're doing Tuesday, Russell.
Now, Tuesday, to promote the podcast, I've got to do an interview with Steve Wright. So, yeah, but what's going to be quite good fun, we had a little bit of a plan, which is to try and get as many kind of odd little phrases like Loro, Dyson Airblade, love to your mother, that kind of stuff into the interview. But then we thought, well, why waste it? Text us in 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with all the little things, odd, weird sentences, and I'll try and fit as many as I can into the interview with Steve Wright.
We're going to pick one, aren't we? We're going to pick one that you have to get in.
One phrase,
so we made loads of suggestions.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Pick a phrase that you have to get into.
And then I'll do it.
Wright interview.
And then we'll play it on next week's show. Yeah. Or you can listen to it live on Tuesday when Steve Wright says, what did you say about my mum? Or something like that. Now, we've had some... I'm about to blow your mind. You ready for this?
No.
You ready to have your mind blown?
I don't think I am.
It says, all right, lads, my university are carrying out a sustainability trial which involves pitting the accelerator and the airblade against each other.
Right.
The trial concluded that the airblade is 1% more efficient than the accelerator. I thought this would be a nice little fact to tell John. Thanks a lot.
I've got that here.
Have you?
Yeah. Sorry, mate. I read it before. Interesting, I'd have thought it'd be more than 1%. Mind you, it's sustainability, but the accelerator wastes a lot of juice. It's a cracking hand dryer, but I wouldn't imagine it's very efficient. It's too powerful.
You've just reminded me of a text that we had in. Someone, let's say, I met Grace from Big Brother last night, tried to pull her by chatting to her about wrestling. She had surprisingly good knowledge. And I've got an image of you now with Jennifer Ellison. Yeah, no, just put your hands there, not there. Eh? Jennifer, eh?
Oh, you're feeling it?
Are you?
Feeling it, 6 Music?
You like that, don't you?
Shall we move on?
Let's get you into the crappers and get your hands dried.
Little Miss I've Got a Girlfriend and I Live with Nicolas Cage.
I don't live with Nicolas Cage.
You practically do, don't you? He owns half the county.
Now, we're talking about stuff that I'm going to try and fit into this
You're going to try and squeeze into Steve Wright on Tuesday.
We've got so far... So just to clarify, Steve, you did something unspeakable to Steve Backley on a number 25 bus.
Right.
I'm going to struggle with that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to say that. I have a really odd phrase for you. Try fitting in Count the Buttons. That's a reference to Darren Brown. If anyone saw his tour, Something Wicked This Way comes live on TV. He does a trick where a woman in the audience slaps him and he counts the amount of buttons she previously put on a tray in a split second. It's awesome, and the phrase is how I sign off emails now. Count the buttons.
Right.
What else we got?
It's not as good as Love to Your Mother.
Love to Your Mother would be good.
I'm taking that as read, to be honest, that you're getting that in.
Okay.
I seem to have lost my luggage.
That's quite a good one.
Yeah, quite like that. And believable as well.
Yeah.
And Ross saying, no man has done what I've done.
See, I think
Croydon.
that'd be quite good.
Yeah.
Just to fit that in and go, you're right, no man has done what I've done.
Yeah, if you're going to whisper it, all the better.
Yeah.
I think we should put a caveat that whatever you say, you have to say it in a Scottish accent.
Oh, I can't do that, mate. Just from nowhere.
Yeah.
I've lost my luggage.
Well, you can try and get it in if you want. Try and get you both talking.
You got a bit of a
Scottish
burp
accent.
there on.
I just had one of them. I had half of one of them butter biscuits.
Bit of a Harvey Cook on.
He had a bit of trouble with that news, didn't he? In 6 Music News.
Music. Although he did go brown on Bush brilliantly.
Yeah, he did do that.
We giggled at that.
And Legionnaires, he managed to make it sound somehow alluring.
Yeah.
I think I want Legionnaires, just so I can invite Harvey round home and go, you're suffering with Legionnaires.
I am. I've got it all over my legs. You want to have a look?
I'd rather not. I'd rather just leave if I may.
You'll look at my legs before you leave.
Oh, my legs are getting better because I've been using the bike at the gym. I've neglected my legs in recent years.
There has been talk of that.
Well, you know.
Your leg rang me up the other day. When
He never talks to me. He just puts me in these shorts. Oh, he plays with a bit just above me. He's never off that. Does he touch me? I see his hands grabbed down, pushing, pulling. All I want is touching. See ya.
See you later, Nee.
I'm letting you ride this one out, mate. I'm fine.
So what have you been doing at the gym?
A bit of everything. Just dip.
Rapping? You've been rapping down the gym?
Yeah.
It's a new move there.
Yeah, I've been talking about the things we shouldn't do, steroids and that. Just trying to help the kids.
I pay good money to see you rapping. That'd be phenomenal.
Right.
With a big clock hanging down your hanging on your chest.
Are you rapping as well? Like, how much would you pay?
What?
Because I've got a price.
What would I pay to see you rap?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to get you to. I offered you £100 to go into that fudge shop the other day.
And we know where this is going, don't we?
You might have guessed, but me and John went past a fudge shop.
A fudgery.
And yeah, that was it. And but it was the most puerile because they were doing the fudge. they were packing the fudge and moving the fudge around. And I said, no, actually, John said to me, "I'll give you £100 if you run in there and go, is that poo? Is that poo? I love poo."
No, you dared me to do that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I dared you to go and jump over the counter and just flop about in all the fudge.
Yeah.
Go, it's all over me, it's all over me. But you dared me to do the poo one.
I did.
But I was too mature for it, wasn't I?
That's right, John.
And then you had to go into a chocolate shop with John because he fancied the girl behind the counter.
That's right, yeah.
He bought me chocolates and got angry when I didn't eat them.
Yeah, it had brandy in it, and you're all like,
I only eat fair trade.
Yeah, he tried to get me to snob Africa.
yeah, that's it, right? You offer John
placate
chocolate these days, and he shouts out loudly, "Why don't you punch an African man in the face?" Right?
You've got to have morals. I was
Yeah, but
chatting with Mark Thomas about this the other day.
You've got to whisper it, is what you've got to do, because people around me haven't heard what I've offered, which is chocolate. And I've gone, "Hey, come on, let's go and punch an African man in the face." You're just shouting out loud.
Yeah.
So you need to calm
You've got to learn.
Yeah, but that isn't the way to learn me, is it? To learn me? Jesus. What we're going to do this week, I'm going to do an interview with Steve Wright, and we're going to fit in one of these phrases. John, you have to select which one now. Hey, Russell, what about saying, "Slap my thigh and call me Rita"? That's good, I think.
Right.
How about Russ saying, "So I end up daring him to run into a fudge shop and ask him if it was poo"?
Right, yeah.
What's the moistest you've ever been? That's quite a good one. Ask him if he wants to go punch an African guy in the face.
Right, yeah.
Ask him, "What is your favourite hospital?" "Love to your beard." And then he says, "I find you only need to use it once and the itching goes away." Those are all good.
They are good.
How about fitting the phrase, "You reap what you sow, Steve"? you reap what you sow. That's quite good.
Right.
Or the orc didn't stand a chance, I ripped its head clean off. Those are good. Anything else?
Do you reckon I could beat a cheater if I had rollerblades on?
Well, I think we have a winner.
Yeah, I could take him. Do you have any pets yourself? I quite like that, but you're not allowed to be talking about pets, just off the back of anything.
Yeah.
Tell me, Steve, do you have any pets yourself?
So he's kind of going, so what? I understand you're doing the Edinburgh Festival this year, 9:20 at the Cabaret Bar.
Yeah.
Have you got a cat?
Yeah. Oh, do you have to use that phrase?
What?
You're on at, 9:20, is it? Yeah, do you have any pets yourself? As if he's just asked you if you've got any pets, whatever he asked you.
Oh.
And I believe you're touring in October, November. Yeah, do you have any pets yourself?
Oh, imagine that. If I had the guts to do the entire interview by misinterpreting everything, it's kind of like that. So he's going, so I understand you've got a podcast coming out soon. I find you only need to use it once and the itching goes away. Okay, and later on you're touring, so I end up daring him to run into a fridge and ask him if it was poo.
P. Cook has texted in.
What's the moistest you've ever been? That's a good one.
I asked a gig if they were moist this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I meant with the rain.
Yeah.
Obviously it was misconstrued.
Yeah.
The one
Did you really mean that, or was it?
From P. Cook, there is no known name for the back of the knee.
Oh, that's quite a good one.
Because that relates to his factoids, doesn't it? I mean, if he's doing... I like moist, but I also like, do you have any pets yourself? But... do you have any pets yourself has to hinge on you not being talking about pets, otherwise it's cheating.
Right, so we're going to do that one. Let's do two, right? Do you have any pets yourself? And I'd quite like to say that one about the cheetah.
Do you reckon I could beat a cheater if I have rollerblades on?
Yeah.
All right, then. So we're going for those. I'll say now, if you say either of them in a Scottish accent, I will buy you a present.
Okay.
A special present.
Right, what if I don't do them in a Scottish accent?
I'll kick the hell out of you and you will never walk again.
Well, join us next week and see if I walk again. Will I do it in Scottish? Will I not?
So in Steve Wright, you've got to say, could I beat a cheater if I had rollerblades on?
Correct.
And at the answer to a question which he has asked that doesn't relate to pets, do you have any pets yourself?
F yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do that. We'll find out if I'm together with Jennifer Ellison or not.
We will, yeah.
Bound to happen.
And we're doing our celebrity toilets.
Celebrity toilets, they'll have been invented by next week. Board games, obviously.
Yeah.
Belter, transporter.
That's right, we're doing all... and...
Got to go, but podcast from Tumo.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to read that as if we just made that up, wasn't
Why are you touching your nipples?
I don't know, they're just great. I think I've got them, why waste them?
Weird way of ending the show. We're trying to chat about a podcast. John starts rubbing himself up. Right, well, download the podcast if you fancy. It's available from tomorrow. God knows it's taken us long enough to get. And
we'll see you in Edinburgh next week.
We will, and we're doing it from Bonnie with Scotland.
Hey!
This is
bye!
That was John. This is the Magnificent Seven and Clash.
BBC Six Music.